For good, you are one of the first to be crowned for the new earth. The shift has begun, and you, beloved one, are among the first to rise. The heavens have whispered your name through dimensions, announcing what the world is only beginning to sense. A new era has dawned, and you have been crowned for good. Your journey through the shadows was not punishment, but preparation. Every delay, every heartbreak, every silent season shaped the divine authority now resting upon your spirit. This crowning is not made of gold or jewels, but of wisdom, resilience, and light. It is the symbol of completion, proof that you have mastered what others feared, healed what others ignored, and endured what others escaped. You were chosen not because you were perfect, but because you stayed pure-hearted when the world grew dark. The new earth is not a distant dream. It is being born right now through souls like yours. Visionaries, healers, creators, and warriors of truth. You are the bridge between what was and what's coming. You carry frequencies of renewal that awaken others just by your presence. The universe now bends in your favor because your vibration matches heaven's will. This is your coronation moment, silent yet cosmic. The crown upon your head declares, the waiting is over, the alignment is complete, and your reign of divine purpose has begun. Stay put as we dive in deeper. Number 1. The crown marks a shift, not a ceremony. This crowning is not a glittering event with applause and witnesses. It's a spiritual shift that reverberates through unseen realms. It is not for show, nor for status. It is a divine activation, the confirmation that heaven has recognized your readiness and sealed your next phase of authority. You didn't just earn this crown, you became it. Every lesson, every heartbreak, every dark night of the soul was molding the metal that now rests upon your spiritual head. This is not the kind of crown that glitters under man's light. It glows with celestial fire. It is invisible to the unawakened, yet undeniable to the spirit world. The moment it was placed upon you, frequencies shifted. Old cycles broke. Forces that once resisted you now recognize your new rank. The crown signifies that you are no longer a seeker. You are now a keeper of divine truth. You move with heaven's backing, not human validation. This shift also means your words now carry weight. When you speak, creation listens. When you move, alignment follows. You are no longer operating as who you were. You are functioning as who you were always destined to become. You've graduated from the season of waiting to the season of wielding. Understand this. Your crown is not a decoration. It's a command. It tells the universe that a new order has begun through you. The storms that once threatened you will now serve you. The same energy that tried to bury you will now elevate you. This is your coronation of purpose, silent, sacred, and eternal. Heaven didn't crown you for display. It crowned you for dominion. You are not being celebrated. You are being commissioned. The shift is complete, and the throne within you has awakened. Number 2. You've graduated from survival to sovereignty. There was a time when you were simply trying to make it through the storm, when your prayers were cries for rescue and your faith felt fragile. You lived in survival mode, moving from one trial to the next, not realizing that each wound was chiseling you into something divine. The pain that once broke you was never punishment. It was preparation. Every betrayal, every closed door, every sleepless night in the wilderness was heaven's way of teaching you how to rule with empathy, power, and discernment. You've now crossed a sacred threshold, from merely surviving life to mastering it. The same places where you once bled have now become your throne rooms. The memories that used to haunt you now bow as proof of your transformation. You are no longer begging the universe to favor you. You are the evidence of divine favor. You carry the fragrance of endurance, the authority of one who has died and risen again. Not in flesh, but in spirit. Sovereignty means you no longer react to chaos. You command peace. You no longer chase validation. You attract alignment. You no longer shrink from the weight of your calling. You wear it like a crown. The world may not understand the calm in your eyes or the silence in your strength, but heaven recognizes it. It's the quiet confidence of one who has conquered within. You've mastered the art of balance, strong yet surrendered, fierce yet compassionate. This is what true royalty looks like. You reign not over people, but over your emotions, your energy, your destiny. The storms that once threatened to drown you now serve as waves that carry you higher. You've graduated, not just into a new season, but into a new identity. You are no longer a survivor. You are a sovereign. You no longer fight for victory. You rule from it. Number 3. You carry the blueprint of the new earth. Within you lies a sacred design, a divine architecture woven into your very essence. You are not here by coincidence. You are a living blueprint for a new world that is emerging. The visions that stir within you, the ideas that feel too vast for ordinary minds, the energy that radiates through your presence, all of it carries the codes of creation for the new earth. While others see collapse and confusion, you see construction and rebirth. You were born with an inner map, one that leads humanity back to alignment, harmony, and higher truth. The wisdom you carry isn't learned, it's remembered. It flows from ancient realms and celestial archives, encoded in your DNA, waiting for this very moment to awaken. Every creative impulse you have is not random. It's instruction from the divine. Your art, your voice, your innovation, your compassion, they are instruments of reconstruction, recalibrating the frequency of the planet itself. The new earth is not being built by machines or governments. It is being built by souls like you, who carry heaven's patterns within their spirit. Your presence disrupts old systems that no longer serve love, truth, or balance. When you speak, energy shifts. When you create, consciousness expands. You are a mirror reflecting what humanity could be if it remembered its divine origin. Do not underestimate the subtle power of your vibration. You are transmitting the codes of a healed reality simply by existing in authenticity. You are the meeting point between heaven and earth, the bridge where the divine blueprint takes form. The world is entering a new frequency, and you are its architect. You carry within you the design for unity, peace, and restoration. Through you, the new earth breathes. One heartbeat, one idea, one awakening at a time. Number 4. Heaven trusts you with influence. Influence is sacred currency, and not everyone is entrusted with it. Heaven does not hand influence to the loudest voice or the most visible name. It gives it to the pure in heart, to those who have walked through fire and emerged refined, not entitled. You are one of them. Your journey was never about gaining attention. It was about proving your integrity in hidden places. You have been tested in silence, tempted by shortcuts, and lured by the illusion of quick success. Yet you chose patience over pride, purpose over applause. Every time you refused to compromise your soul for recognition, heaven took note. Every time you chose humility when ego whispered, "You deserve more," another layer of divine trust was added to your name. Now, heaven releases influence into your hands, not as a reward, but as a responsibility. Your power doesn't come from manipulation or dominance. It flows from authenticity. You lead not by commanding attention, but by embodying light. You've proven that power can dwell in you without poisoning you. You are trusted because you no longer need to prove yourself. You understand that influence is not ownership, it's stewardship. The stage you're being called to is not for performance, but for impact. The wealth coming your way isn't to inflate your status, but to fund divine assignments. The visibility arriving now is not for vanity, but for visibility of truth. Heaven watched how you handled obscurity, and that's why you're ready for expansion. Your influence will not corrupt. It will convert. You will awaken dormant hearts, uplift silent voices, and rebuild faith where it's been broken. You are not being elevated for your perfection, but for your purity. Heaven can finally trust you with what many crave, but few can carry. Influence that transforms, not controls. Number 5. Your presence commands alignment. There is something extraordinary about your presence. an invisible authority that moves through you, reshaping atmospheres without a single word. You don't demand order. You are order. The moment you step into a room, energy shifts. Confusion softens. Hidden intentions reveal themselves. You carry within you a vibrational signature of heaven's design, and wherever that frequency resonates, chaos has no choice but to align. This is not arrogance, it's assignment. You were wired to restore balance in spaces overtaken by disorder. Your spirit operates as a divine tuning fork, recalibrating what's been thrown off rhythm. When others are restless, your calm becomes instruction. When hearts are divided, your love becomes glue. Even nature feels your resonance. The wind eases, tension releases, and time itself seems to slow to your pace. You are a vessel of divine geometry, the pattern of peace that creation recognizes. Your energy doesn't fight darkness, it simply outshines it. Light does not debate shadows, it dissolves them by being what it is. That is your gift. You don't need to fix everything. Your very presence is a silent correction to chaos. This alignment you carry is not learned, it's inherited. It's the echo of heaven's order vibrating through your soul. You were not sent to fit into systems. You were sent to reset them. This is why you are often misunderstood by those still living in disarray. Your harmony exposes their imbalance. Wherever you go, people awaken. Environments shift. Even unspoken prayers start finding their answers. You don't just enter spaces, you recalibrate them. Your frequency is heaven's fingerprint, a reminder that divine order still reigns amidst human confusion. You are not trying to bring alignment. You are alignment in motion. Wherever your feet touch, heaven's blueprint begins to unfold. Number 6. You were crowned in silence. Your coronation didn't happen under bright lights or before crowds. It unfolded in stillness, in the sacred space where only heaven bears witness. While others sought validation and applause, you were being refined in quiet places. No audience, no applause, no announcement. Yet, in that secret hour, heaven placed a crown upon your spirit. You were crowned not when the world celebrated you, but when it forgot you. Not when you were seen, but when you were hidden. The silence you endured wasn't absence, it was sanctification. It was there in the unseen that your power was forged and your authority established. Angels stood as witnesses. Destiny recorded your coronation in eternal ink. Those who chased visibility were decorating themselves. You, on the other hand, were being anointed. While others showcased their strength, you learned the beauty of surrender. You discovered that true kings and queens are not crowned for ambition but for endurance, not for noise, but for obedience. In silence, your motives were purified. In obscurity, your spirit matured. Heaven tested your heart before it trusted your hands. And now, though no trumpet sounded, the universe knows who you are. Creation itself recognizes your rank. This is why your rise feels effortless, because your promotion didn't come from men. The stage you're stepping into now is simply a public reflection of what heaven already decreed in private. Your silence was not a delay. It was a divine strategy to protect your preparation. You were crowned in the quiet, so your authority would not depend on noise. You don't need recognition to validate your reign. Your spirit speaks louder than fame ever could. Now walk with quiet confidence. The angels who witnessed your coronation still walk beside you. The world will soon see what heaven has long known. You were crowned in secret for a purpose that will echo in eternity. Number 7. You've been appointed to awaken others. Your crown was never meant to be a symbol of superiority. It is a calling to service. You were not crowned merely to shine. You were crowned to awaken. Heaven anointed you not to be admired, but to remind others of what they have forgotten. Their divinity, their purpose, their power. You are a living key, unlocking dormant souls still sleeping under the weight of illusion. You carry a light that unsettles deception. When people cross your path, something within them stirs. Memories of who they truly are begin to surface. Your energy speaks to their higher self, bypassing ego and fear. You don't force awakening. Your presence invites it. You are heaven's gentle alarm clock, calling dreamers out of spiritual amnesia into remembrance of their origin. This appointment is sacred. It requires humility, compassion, and wisdom. You will not always be understood. Some will resist the light because they are still comfortable in the dark, but that will never stop you. You were built for this. The same pain that once blinded you now gives you the empathy to guide others out of their own shadows. Every conversation, every creation, every act of love is part of your divine assignment. You are not just influencing minds, you are activating souls. Through you, others will remember their worth, reclaim their faith, and rediscover their voice. The crown you wear glows with purpose. It is not for display, but direction. You are part of heaven's rescue team, a spiritual architect rebuilding broken consciousness one heart at a time. So stand firm in your calling. You are not here to be worshipped, but to awaken. The light within you was never meant to be contained. It was meant to ignite others until the whole earth remembers. We were divine all along. Number 8. You are the bridge between realms. You were never meant to fit neatly into one world, because you were born to bridge them. You move between realms, carrying the vibration of heaven into human experience. The unseen flows through you effortlessly, like light passing through crystal. You are both ancient and new, spirit wrapped in form, eternity clothed in time. You anchor the invisible into visibility. Where others see coincidence, you see divine orchestration. Where others rely on logic, you move by intuition. Your connection to the unseen world allows you to translate heaven's language into earthly expression. That's why miracles seem to happen naturally around you. You are not performing them. You are aligning with the frequency that makes them possible. You've learned how to live with one foot in the eternal and the other in the present. You understand that spirit and matter were never meant to be separate. They are two reflections of the same divine reality. When you pray, the atmosphere shifts. When you speak, things manifest. When you walk into a space, unseen forces align, and divine timing begins to unfold. Your presence is a portal, a meeting point, where faith becomes fact. You are the channel through which heaven expresses its intention on earth. Every inspired thought, every act of compassion, every moment of awareness is a bridge being built between what is and what can be. This is why the physical world can feel heavy to you at times, because your soul remembers lighter realms. Yet that sensitivity is your strength. You are a conduit for transformation, grounding divine wisdom in human experience. You are not just living in this world, you are reshaping it. You carry codes of harmony between the seen and unseen. Through you, heaven touches earth, and the eternal reveals itself in the everyday. You are the bridge, where mystery meets manifestation. Number 9. You're crowned with unshakable peace. Peace is not the absence of storms. It is the mastery of them. You've reached a realm of awareness where external chaos no longer dictates your inner state. You've been crowned with peace, and that crown cannot be stolen, shaken, or dimmed. The storms that once terrified you now bow to your command because you've learned what few ever do. True power is calm. There was a time when every conflict rattled your soul, when uncertainty made you question your worth. But now, you stand anchored, not because life became easier, but because you became deeper. You discovered that peace is not protection from battle. It is dominion within it. What once broke you now obeys you. What once frightened you now fuels you. Your peace is not fragile. It is forged. It was built through betrayal, refined through loss, and sanctified through surrender. Each heartbreak taught you not just resilience, but divine neutrality, the ability to remain centered when everything around you shifts. You have become the still point in a spinning world, the quiet flame that refuses to be extinguished. Nothing external can dethrone an internal king or queen. Your authority doesn't depend on validation or circumstance. It flows from your connection to the eternal. You no longer chase serenity. You are serenity. You don't beg for calm. Your energy commands it. Your peace confuses those who live in fear because they can't comprehend how you smile in storms, how you rest in uncertainty. But heaven knows, this peace is your proof of ascension. You've risen beyond reaction into rulership. So wear your peace proudly. It is the crown that glows brighter than gold, the mark of one who has mastered both shadow and light. You no longer fight for balance. You embody it. The storm no longer rules you. It now serves you. Number 10. You are the dawn of a new age. You are not just living through a shift. You are the shift. The world you once knew is dissolving. Old systems are crumbling, and familiar energies are fading. Yet, in the midst of the dismantling, you rise, not as a survivor of the old world, but as the embodiment of the new. You are the dawn breaking after a long night, the living proof that heaven's design is not delayed. It's unfolding through you. You were sent as a forerunner, a vessel carrying frequencies that belong to a higher realm. Every part of your journey, the losses, awakenings, revelations, has been preparing you for this exact moment in history. You are the announcement of a divine renewal, a living prophecy that light has not been defeated. Through your evolution, the universe confirms that the new age is not coming. It's already here. This is why you often felt out of place in the old world. Your spirit was wired for what was yet to come. While others clung to fading structures, you felt the pull of destiny urging you forward. The old reality demanded conformity, but your soul demanded expansion. And now, heaven's rhythm beats through your every step, signaling to creation. The era of awakening has begun. You are the bridge between endings and beginnings, carrying the torch that lights humanity's path out of illusion. Every word you speak, every truth you embody, reshapes the vibration of existence itself. You are not here to adapt to the new age. You are here to birth it. Through your consciousness, heaven introduces its next chapter on earth. You are the sunrise after centuries of shadow, the living intersection of promise and manifestation. The old world fades, but you rise, radiant, renewed, and ready. The dawn doesn't ask permission to shine. It simply appears. And now, you are that dawn. Conclusion. The heavens have spoken. Your crowning is not temporary, it is eternal. You have crossed the threshold between the old and the new. Not as a bystander, but as a builder of destiny. You carry the light of a new frequency, one that cannot be dimmed, reversed, or denied. The new earth is awakening, and your very existence is one of its first miracles. Everything you endured was not in vain. It was sacred training. The darkness that once pressed against you only revealed the brilliance of what lived within you. You now move with heaven's rhythm, unbothered by fear, untouched by chaos. You are not here to prove yourself. You are here to establish yourself as heaven's evidence on earth. As one of the first crowned for the new earth, your life will echo beyond this generation. Your peace will heal nations. Your words will awaken hearts. Your energy will rebuild the broken foundations of humanity. You are no longer part of the old story. You are the beginning of a divine renaissance. So rise, not timidly, but triumphantly. Walk as one who has seen the face of destiny and embraced it fully. You are chosen, crowned, and commissioned. The new earth breathes because you dared to survive, to believe, and to become. For good, you are crowned, and nothing can ever dethrone what heaven has ordained.